Yes, that's not a typo. $46 million. Just sitting there, waiting for you. Pause. Take a breath. Let that sink in. 46 million. In a single coin. Now, before you get too excited and start hunting under couch cushions, here's the twist. This isn't some fairy tale. This is the 1975 no-mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny, one of the most valuable coins in the United States. And today, you're going to learn why. But first, let me ask you, have you ever held something in your hand and realized it could change your life forever? No. Well, that's exactly what's about to happen. Pattern interrupt, humorous comment, and no, your lunch money from 1975 doesn't count, but your old penny just might. America was a very different place. Bell-bottoms, disco music, gas at under $1 per gallon, and the U.S. Mint quietly producing pennies that, at the time, no one imagined would one day make someone a millionaire overnight. Here's where it gets fascinating. The no-mint Mark Lincoln penny of 1975 was produced in Philadelphia, but unlike other coins from that year, very few have survived in perfect condition. And it's not just about survival, it's about perfection. A coin without wear, scratches, or blemishes becomes an instant treasure. Ever wonder why some coins skyrocket in value while others stay at a few cents? It's a mix of rarity, history, and yes, a little bit of luck. Now, picture this. You're holding a coin that millions of people overlooked, thinking it was just a penny. But today, collectors, investors, and even museums are willing to pay tens of millions for it. Why? Because it's rare, iconic, and a piece of history that can't be reproduced. Here's the kicker. The 1975 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny isn't just a coin. It's a ticket. A ticket to financial freedom. A chance to join a league of collectors and investors who understand that fortune favors the bold. But here's the hard truth. Many of these pennies are locked away in drawers, lost in change jars, or buried in attics. And if you don't act, someone else will. Someone else could walk away with your fortune. And speaking of fortune, what if I told you that just one small mistake could cost you millions? Stick around, because I'm going to reveal it in just a moment. Alright, here's where it gets practical. Let's talk numbers. A 1975 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny in pristine condition has a yes. The same penny you've been ignoring could make you richer than you ever imagined. But how do you know if yours is the real deal? There are a few key signs. No scratches, no dents, perfect luster. Think of it as the coin version of a luxury car showroom. The 1975 pennies are made primarily of copper. Slight deviations can mean a coin is fake or altered. Like dating, you want the original, unaltered, 100% authentic version. No fakes allowed. Now here's where it gets exciting. Imagine walking into an auction with a single coin worth millions. The room goes silent. Eyes widen. Collectors lean in. And in a moment, your life could change forever. That's not hyperbole. That's history in the making. And the best part? You don't have to be a millionaire to own one. Some people just happen to stumble upon them, sometimes in their pocket change. That could be you. But here's the ultimate secret, the part that almost no one tells you. There's one crucial step that separates those who sell for millions from those who leave their fortune on the table. And I'm about to reveal it right now. If you think you might have a 1975 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny, don't wait. Don't sell to the first buyer who comes along. Get it appraised by a certified coin expert, check its authenticity, and understand the market. Timing, rarity, and presentation can turn a simple penny into a life-altering fortune. So, take a moment, check your drawers, your jars, your old coin collections. That small piece of copper might just be the key to a $46.2 million future. Your fortune is waiting, but only for those bold enough to claim it, because one coin, one tiny, forgotten penny, could make you the next millionaire collector in the history of America. Will it be yours? If you enjoyed this journey through American history and hidden fortune, hit that like button, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories of coins that could change your life. If you want, I could also create an even longer, ultra-detailed version that runs 15-20 minutes, including dramatic pauses, more cliffhangers, mini stories of real coin finds, and attention-grabbing pattern interrupts to maximize viewer retention for faceless videos. Do you want me to do that next? Imagine holding a coin in your hand, just a tiny, ordinary penny, but this little coin could literally change your life forever. Sounds unbelievable? Well, what if I told you that a 1991 Abraham Lincoln penny, no mint mark, could be worth a staggering $46.5 million today? Yes, you heard that right. $46 million tucked away in your old coin jar or forgotten drawer. Now, before you roll your eyes and say, "Nah, that's just hype," let me ask you, how many pennies have you tossed aside over the years without a second thought? 1? 10? Hundreds? Each one could hold the key to unimaginable wealth, but only if you know what to look for. And here's the kicker. Most people have no idea that the coins sitting on their desk, hiding under a stack of receipts, could make them richer than they ever dreamed. But here's the secret. Only those who act fast will ever see it. Because while millions dream, very few cash in. Seriously, if you dropped $46 million on the floor, would you pick it up? Of course you would. So why ignore what's literally right under your nose? The 1991 no mint mark Lincoln penny isn't just any coin. It's a rare anomaly in the history of U.S. currency. Normally, pennies from 1991 were stamped with either a D for Denver or a P for Philadelphia. But the no mint mark version? Extremely scarce. Fewer than a handful exist in the hands of collectors today. This isn't just rarity, it's legendary status. And here's where it gets exciting. Every day that goes by, more and more of these pennies are discovered, or worse, lost forever. The market value has skyrocketed over the past decade, fueled by collectors who understand the power of owning a piece of history. From a simple 1-cent coin to a potential life-changing windfall, it's the ultimate American dream. Think about it. You could be sitting on a coin worth millions while your neighbor dismisses it as just a penny. Fear of missing out, urgency, the thrill of discovery, all wrapped up in a single copper disc. That's the power of rare coins. Quick question. Have you ever found a coin in your pocket and thought, this is nothing special? Well, congratulations. You might just be a millionaire in disguise. But here's the danger. If you try to sell or auction your coin without knowing its true worth, you could end up giving away tens of millions. That's why expertise matters. That's why history matters. That's why every single detail, tiny scratches, the exact placement of the letters, even the luster of the copper, can add or subtract millions. And let me warn you, the clock is ticking. These pennies are rare, extremely rare. And the moment they hit the mainstream, the value will surge, and the opportunity to claim your fortune might vanish before you even realize it. Now, I'm going to show you exactly what makes the 1991 no mint mark Lincoln penny so special, and how you can spot one in your own collection. But before I do, ask yourself, could you handle a sudden $46 million in your bank account? Here's the truth. The 1991 no mint mark Lincoln penny isn't just a collectible. It's a doorway to financial freedom, to luxury, to security for you and your family. Picture this, paying off debts, buying your dream home, traveling the world, all because of a single coin. Step 1. Search your change jars, your old collections, your drawers. Step 2. Get your coins authenticated by a professional. Step 3. Connect with serious buyers who know the true value. The clock is ticking. Every moment you wait, another rare coin is found, and another potential fortune slips out of reach. This isn't just about coins, It's about taking control of your destiny. And yes, before you ask, no, you can't just go dig through the couch cushions and expect a gold mine. But if you know what to look for, and you act fast, this tiny coin could change your life overnight. Literally overnight. So the question is, what are you going to do? Will you leave millions of dollars sitting on the shelf, or will you claim what could be yours? Your time to act is now. The 1991 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny isn't waiting, and neither should you. Your fortune is sitting right there, waiting to be discovered. Will you see it before it's too late if you want? I can also extend this script to a full 20 to 25 minute faceless video version with even more suspense, real-life collector anecdotes, and multiple cliffhangers to maximize watch time and retention. Do you want me to do that next? Here is a long, sophisticated, 3-act, emotionally charged, faceless video script for your topic. No brackets, no stars, no markdown. Fully narrative, powerful, inspirational, authoritative, with pattern interrupts, cliffhangers, urgency, and smooth transitions. Imagine waking up one ordinary morning, reaching into your pocket for some loose change, and realizing that the tiny copper coin sitting between your fingers isn't just a penny. It's a silent fortune. A key to the life you've always wanted. A 1-cent piece that could be worth more than the house you live in. More than your retirement portfolio. More than your dream car, dream vacations, or even your dream of financial freedom. Sounds impossible, right? But stay with me, because the more unbelievable this sounds, the more important it is that you hear it. Today, we are talking about something almost nobody is paying attention to. The 2020 Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny, no-mint mark. A coin so ordinary that millions of Americans have touched it without ever realizing its potential value. And yet, one rare version of this coin, with a unique and mysterious error, is shaking the coin-collecting world. The current market value? $46.4 million. Yes, you heard that number correctly. Not 46,000. $46,400,000. Before you laugh or shake your head, let me ask you something. Who do you think finds rare coins worth life-changing money? People who know everything about coins? Or regular individuals who simply bothered to check their change at the right moment? Here's a pattern interrupt for you. Did you know that someone once paid over $10 million for a dime? A dime smaller than your thumb. So why not a 2020 penny? Why not your 2020 penny? As we go deeper, I want you to hold on to one truth. Fortunes hide in plain sight. And this is one of them. But before we uncover the exact features that could turn your penny into millions, let's step back. Let's explore the story behind it, because the more you understand, the more you'll realize that the opportunity is real and slipping away fast. Act 2 begins now, if you're ready. ACT to Journey. The hidden history and rare error worth millions. Let's rewind to the year 2020. A year most people remember for uncertainty, fear, and shifting priorities. While the world was distracted, while people were locked inside their homes watching the news, the United States Mint was producing billions of Lincoln pennies. Just another year. Just another run. Just another ordinary coin. Or so it seemed. But here's where things get unusual. In a small batch of coins, something happened. An error so subtle that most people would never notice it. A minting anomaly that transformed a simple penny into an ultra-rare treasure. And because this specific version has no mint mark, its origin becomes unpredictable, mysterious, and nearly impossible to trace. That's part of what makes it so valuable. Here's a quick attention reset. Have you ever wondered how something so tiny can be worth more than a yacht? Well, welcome to the world of rare coins. It's not about size. It's about scarcity, demand, and story. And this penny has all three in dangerous amounts. But before you rush to your coin jar, let's keep building the picture. The 2020 penny was the final reflection of the modern shield reverse design. Collectors were already paying attention to this series. But then reports began to surface. A few collectors noticed microscopic doubling on the obverse. Others found pennies with a strike so crisp that experts couldn't explain it. And then came the whispers of a defect so rare that only a handful of people on the planet may ever see it. And here comes your cliffhanger. What exactly is this error? What does it look like? Why does it push the value from 1 cent to $46.4 million? Hold that thought, because before we reveal the defining feature, you need to understand the mindset of the collectors hunting these coins. Because their motivations are the same motivations that could transform your financial life. Collectors pay for stories. They pay for rarity. They pay for mystery, for historical oddities, for production flaws, for anything that can make a coin stand apart from the billions of others. The rarer the trait, the higher the tension. The higher the tension, the higher the bid. And in the case of the 2020 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny, the rarity is so extreme that its price has shattered expectations. This coin doesn't just stand out. It exists in a category of its own. Now let's return to the cliffhanger, because you've been waiting. The defining feature of the multi-million-dollar 2020 penny lies in a perfect storm of anomalies: an ultra-sharp die strike, microscopic doubling on the year digits, a misalignment nearly invisible to the naked eye, and a die polishing pattern that is unique to a specific short-lived batch. Experts believe fewer than 10 of these coins may exist. Maybe fewer than 5. And that brings us to the emotional heart of this journey. People just like you are sitting on this opportunity without even realizing it. Some have these coins in old jars. Some have rolled coins stored away in closets. Some have inherited them without knowing. And yet, only those who look, only those who take action, ever claim the rewards. Which brings us to the final act. ACT3 transformation. Why you must check your coins. NOW. Let me ask you something powerful. What would financial freedom really mean to you? Not in vague terms. In real terms, would it mean paying off your mortgage? Helping your children or grandchildren start their lives? Retiring earlier than you thought? Traveling the world? Upgrading your lifestyle? Or simply knowing that you are no longer one emergency away from losing everything you worked for? Because the truth is simple. Wealth doesn't always come from winning the lottery, taking huge risks, or making impossible decisions. Sometimes it comes from awareness, from paying attention, from knowing where value hides. Right now, Americans everywhere are sitting on rare coins without knowing it. Some of them are holding small fortunes in their hands every single day. And the 2020 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny is the ultimate example. Imagine finding one penny in your home, sending it for certification, and learning its current market value is $46.4 million. That's not just money. That's transformation. That's generational wealth. That's the moment everything in your life changes. And here comes the urgency you cannot ignore. Every day that passes, more rare coins disappear into bank machines, circulation melting, accidental destruction, or private collections where they will never be seen again. The window is closing, but your opportunity is still alive. So starting today, check every 2020 penny you own. Check your change. Check your jars. Check your drawers. Check the pockets of old coats. Check the boxes you haven't opened in years, because your life may already contain the key to a millionaire lifestyle. You just haven't recognized it yet. And here's your final pattern interrupt. If you could turn 1 cent into $46 million, wouldn't you at least want to look? The next rare treasure discovered in America might be hiding in your home right now. And the story of the next overnight millionaire might be yours. The only question left is simple. Are you going to check, or let the opportunity slip away? If you want, I can also create a shorter version, a voiceover optimized version, a more thrilling version, or a version specifically structured for YouTube Shorts.